he just sent a serious message because not one, but two players in the Los Angeles Lakers very well might have solidified themselves in the rotation this upcoming season. In today's video, we're going to talk about who these players are, how they did it, and the implications it has on the Los Angeles Lakers. And welcome to Lakers Digest. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. We are under a week away from the start of the regular season. So if you guys want to keep up with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, Lakers Digest is the place to be. But 53.5% of you guys watching our videos, already watching, are not subscribed. If you are one of those shadow viewers, stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button because I promise you guys, this is where you want to be. We are churning the content day in and day out through around the clock. This is where you want to be, guys. And, of course, a very exciting season for the Los Angeles Lakers. But I don't want to keep you waiting too much longer on the video because it was a bad loss. The first three quarters were great for the Lakers. These rotation guys took the Dallas Mavericks starters to school, except in the fourth quarter where the Lakers blew it and they lost 121-94. But, guys, obviously, I love seeing the Lakers win. So do you. But wins in the preseason don't really matter as much. It really matters is the biggest takeaways of how the players look and how they can fit into the rotation. And Heat Check Gabe has been showing up big in a contract year, in a pivotal year for the Los Angeles Lakers, going from expendable to dependable. That is Gabe Vincent and the type of game he had here, finishing with 22 points. It was 6 of 11 shooting from three, but it was 5 of 5 to start off this game, and he got off to a scorching hot start. It was the absolute heat check, very much so, that LeBron James even commenting that GV, I guess it's his nickname for Gabe, going crazy right now, sheesh, with all those fire emojis. That was the type of performance that Gabe Vincent was on. I think he hit 5 threes within the first 4 minutes of the game, a lot of them over Cooper Flag, a lot of them over Derek Lively, and we know that Gabe Vincent isn't very tall to begin with. So this dude was firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers, and we do have a pretty good idea of what that starting backcourt is going to be with Luka Doncic, with Austin Reaves. We know that Marcus Smart is going to be a big part of this. Jake LaRavia, JJ Redick is referred to as potentially having some guard responsibilities, but Gabe Vincent, JJ has stood firm that he's going to be part of this rotation, and he has scored at least 13 or more points in each of the 3 preseason games that he has played in so far, and he is definitely making the most of his opportunities. He's someone who's dependable. JJ trusts him, and this is somebody who is really proving his stake to be a very important part of the Los Angeles Lakers. There's also one other player who I really thought stood out in this game. Maybe didn't have the same type of impact as Gabe Vincent, but someone who definitely stood out and perhaps is solving a big question on the Los Angeles Lakers team. So, entering this offseason, we knew that the Lakers needed to find a center after you trade your franchise one in Anthony Davis. They found that in Deandre Ayton, but the question is, Deandre Ayton's not going to play 48 minutes. Who's going to be his backup? They never traded Maxi Kleber away. They still kept him on the roster. We have yet to see him this preseason. So that has opened up a big door and a big opportunity for Jaxson Hayes to come in and try to take that backup job and be the number 2 guy in that rotation behind Deandre Ayton. And for the most part, he has delivered on that. Looking at what Jaxson Hayes did tonight as a starter as Ayton rested. This is the second night of a back-to-back in the preseason. Why the Lakers scheduled it this way, I don't know. But it was no Deandre Ayton, no Marcus Smart, no Jake LaRavia, no Luka Doncic, and no Austin Reaves in this one. So Jaxson Hayes gets to start in 25 minutes, went 5 of 8 from the field, 10 boards, 5 of them on the offensive side of the glass, 4 assists, and 12 rebounds, 10 points and 12, I'm saying that wrong, 12 points and 10 rebounds for Jaxson Hayes. So had a double-double, a solid game against Derek Lively, and I was pretty impressed with Jaxson Hayes. Also wasn't fouling a whole lot out there either. He has a pretty bad tendency of doing that. So the fact that he looked more disciplined on defense, he looks bigger, he looks stronger, and he looks more in control so far compared to what he did last season. And I think the fact that this is somebody who plays a lot better in more limited minutes. I know he looked pretty good post Luka Doncic trade immediately, but then after it fizzled out a little bit, he fell off, and it got to a point where JJ Redick didn't start him or play him against the Minnesota Timberwolves in a playoff series and said, I'm going to play 0 centers instead. I'm going to rely on Maxi Kleber, who hadn't played a single minute for the Lakers this season after they traded for him, hadn't played since January, to play over him, to play Dorian Finney-Smith at center, to play Jared Vanderbilt at center, Rui Hachimura, all those guys he picked over Jaxson Hayes. And yet Jaxson stayed with the purple and gold this offseason, and he's definitely proving now that he very well might be the go-to backup big man option for the Los Angeles Lakers. So we find out that Gabe Vincent and Jaxson Hayes are both doing their job to really keep their positions. Also looking at what else happened in this game for the Lakers. Rui Hachimura with a nice game. 19 points on 18 shots. You don't love that, but did go 9 of 50% from the field. Thought he had a pretty solid outing out there. Dalton Knecht, the bad shooting continues. 1 of 9 from 3. 8 rebounds. He's been doing a really good job crashing the glass. And I'm looking at 7 assists. I didn't remember him having 7 assists out there, but that's definitely a lot higher than what Dalton Knecht is normally putting on tape. RJ Davis and Nick Smith, 2 guys that I really hope the Lakers can keep around here, because I've been pretty impressed with the way those 2 guys have been handling the rock and with their shot-making ability so far this preseason. And, of course, we saw RJ Davis quite a bit with the Summer League team as well. Hopefully both those guys can get some run with the South Bay Lakers, and who knows if they're ever called upon, maybe they'll be able to play for the Lakers here too. Also, Brian James didn't play with this one. Jared Vanderbilt also left this game early with what they call a quad contusion after he got hit in the quad with a knee from Derek Lively. Not a dangerous or dirty play or anything, but they were cautious with Vanderbilt. I thought he looked pretty good out there too. Did hit a 3, had a nice dunk, made some good passes. Really like what I saw out of Vanderbilt. So, it does bring us to our final point, guys. The rehearsal night. We saw it tonight with the Dallas Mavericks, but now it's coming for the Los Angeles Lakers in their final game against the Sacramento Kings of the preseason. That game is going to be Friday night, 7:30 p.m. on local time, or if you're an East Coast guy like me, it's going to be 10:30 p.m., a late night game. We'll be sure to cover that one, guys. But we're going to see most likely pretty much everybody play. We saw them stagger the players, their main guys, over these last couple nights. But in this one, I expect Luka, Marcus Smart, Austin Reaves, Deandre Ayton, maybe Bronny James as well, all to come out here and play, as well as the guys we saw tonight. And we're probably going to have our best sense of what that rotation, what the starting lineup might look like under JJ Redick here to open up the night against the Golden State Warriors on opening night, which, of course, LeBron James won't be playing. We are going to have an update, guys, later on Thursday about LeBron James' status and when he could potentially be back. Nick Goss is going to put out that video, so definitely be on the lookout for that on Lakers Digest. And again, guys, I'm saying one more time for the people in the back. If you are not subscribed to this channel, you've watched all the way through this video, what are you doing? Because 53.5% of you guys aren't. That is vast majority. You're getting free content. It doesn't cost you a dime to watch our videos, and that's fine. That's cool. We understand. We get paid to do this. I'm not going to lie to you. So the way we appreciate the support, all we ask is just to hit that subscribe button, especially if you like the content. You're already watching. Hit that subscribe button. It means a lot, because I promise you guys, as we approach opening night, we will have you kept up to date with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here on Lakers Digest.